guys, Katie here from CrossFit Bethesda, just getting set to go through a short post-run yoga flow. So this is a great sequence that you guys can use if you just went for a run, if you're doing some of those sprinting workouts that we've got posted, or if you're just looking for a quick flow that's 10 minutes for a nice little study break or work break. As you get ready for this, I'll just cue you through it. If you don't know what you're doing, just go ahead and take a look. I'll be moving my mat around a little bit so that you can get a good idea of where to go with the poses and postures, and I will try to just give some good pointers. So as you do this, you're going to go ahead and just get started in a child's pose. So I usually come to the back of my mat and I bring my toes to touch. Spread your knees out wide and just sink down. Find your breath here. It's taking deep breaths in through your nose, deep breaths out through your mouth. Just trying to relax. Deep breaths in through your nose, deep breaths out through your mouth. Just going to make sure I've got a good setup here. Make sure you can see everything. There we go. So again, taking deep breaths in through your nose, deep breaths out through your mouth, finding a child's pose. And then as you inhale, walk your hands to your right. Just get a big stretch through your left side body. Take about 3 breaths here. Trying to settle your body if you're just post-workout or post-run. And then walk your hands back to center. And then find a stretch on the right side body. So walk your hands to your left. Elongating the right side. Deep breaths in through your nose. Out through your mouth. I try to take 3 breaths in each position. Where I walk back to center. And then I take an inhale up to a tabletop. Tuck your toes, exhale to a downward facing dog. Walk it out here. Sometimes the calves will get a little tight with the running. So you can take and put one foot on your heel with a straight knee. You're going to access more of the superficial calf muscles. You can bend your knee and get some of the deeper calf muscles as well. So again, straight knee, bend your knee. We'll switch legs. Straight knee, bend the knee. Back to a tabletop. Lift your right leg up. Step your right leg between your hands. Finding a low lunge. And then rise to a warrior 2. I'm going to flip my mat. So make your way to a warrior 2 position. I'm going to stack my right knee over my right ankle. I'm going to have my right heel in line with my left arch. Just sit low. A lot of times people will reach forward prematurely with this. Try to make sure your shoulders are stacked over your hips. And then my gaze is forward. From here, take a deep breath in, and then hinge forward and tip over into an extended side angle. So you're going to find a lot of creating a lot of heat in your front leg and your right quad, your right glutes. As you try to elongate through your spine, lift your left hand up to the ceiling. Finding 3 breaths. Inhale into a reverse warrior. Track your left hand down your left leg. Reach up with your right hand. Sink your right knee down low. And breathe here. Relax your right shoulder down. And then stand up and square your feet off. So bring your feet parallel to each other. Bring your hands out to a T. Then you're going to set your hips back and fold forward with a flat back. And then just let go. We'll hang out here in a wide-legged forward fold. Sometimes I take a little bit of movement, which is fine. There's no wrong way really to do this. Do what feels good. And I'll walk my hands to my right foot. Bring my head to my knee. Try and keep my legs straight. but not overstretching. So respecting my own body's boundaries. Again, 3 breaths here. And I walk back to center, take a breath, let go, walk to the other side. Walk back to center, just keep walking until you make your way into a runner's lunge. So if hands are inside of your right foot, you can push your knee out, you can recline, come down onto your forearms here. Take 3 breaths, perhaps a few more in this position because it is a relaxed position. There's a lot of different things you can do with this. Ways you can make it a lot more intense, but again, we're just trying to bring it down right now. Trying to cool the body after a run or a workout. Just get some movement after, for a study break or a work break. Send your hips back into a half split. With this, I like to come lifted. So if I sit straight up, everything's straight. Keep your torso straight and then hinge forward. Sometimes a block is really nice right here because it's just, I can't get that far forward. Hang out here for a few breaths. And then you can just let yourself go. You can flex, dorsiflex your ankle. It just changes the stretch. You can plantar flex, just different ways. Nothing's right, nothing's wrong. Just kind of see, you can play with it, see what feels good. And then come back to a runner's lunge. Plant your hands inside of your right foot. Pop up on your back foot. Find your down dog. Bring your left leg high and step your left leg in between your hands and stand up into a crescent lunge. Open up into a warrior 2 position. So again, heel to arch alignment, we'll set it up. So your left heel is in line with your right arch. Find a bend, right leg straight, right foot is parallel to the back of your mat, and then bend your front knee. This is where I see a lot of people always, often will just be in this position, which is good if you're going into an extended side angle, but we want to be neutral. So shoulders over your hips first, then hinge forward and tip over. Finding that extended side angle, trying to create length through the right side of your body. Gaze is up at your right hand. Sink your left knee down so your hips sink a little bit lower. Find a few breaths. Then reverse warrior. So right hand travels down your leg, left hand travels up. Sit down into your front knee. Sometimes people kind of come out of this into this position. Bend your left knee, sit low, feel the burn, find that. And then come on up into a wide-legged stance. So feet now are parallel. This time we're going to grab your hands behind you. You can, and then you're going to tip forward. So same as before, you send your hips back. Hands are now behind. Just let them go as far as they can. You can sit with them for a few breaths or just let them go. Here I like to just move back and forth a couple times. See how the inner thighs are feeling. Sometimes after I run, I'll get a lot of tightness in there. And then I'll walk my hands to the left foot, find a runner's lunge. Left foot's forward. Maybe come down to your forearms. Maybe stay elevated. Totally up to you. Push up to your hands. Bring that foot forward. Again, I'm going to stand tall, straight leg, hinge at the hips. Find a nice stretch to the back side of my leg. Then I can just collapse forward. You can flex your ankle, you can point your toes any way you like. I just like to notice if there's one way I don't like. Sometimes that can be informative. If this is giving me some kind of a weird feeling, just kind of take note of that, see what's going on. And walk your hands back into your runner's lunge. And we'll pop back up, so finding a down dog. Walk it out a little bit, raise your right leg up, and then find a half pigeon pose. I usually don't stay here for too long. I'm just going to hold it for about 30 seconds or so. You can recline, you can stay lifted, grab your back leg, any of these things. Whatever it feels good after your run, your workout, your day. Push back up. We'll switch sides. So walk it out, just get the blood flowing, and then the left leg comes up and through. Again, stay elevated, relax down. Tuck your back toes. You come out of this back to a down dog. Last thing I like to do for a post run or a little midday stretch, a little supine twist. So I'll just lie down on my back, bring my knee into my chest, cross my knee over for a nice gentle twist. Trying to keep my right shoulder on the ground as I twist through my spine. Back up, switch sides, hug your left knee in, and then cross your left knee over. Come back in, give a couple rocks. Come on up. And that's it. Excellent little post-run yoga session, 10-20 minutes. Just meant to loosen you up after a run, after a workout, or breaking your day. Thanks.